This is the xSports Network. Going the distance with local sports. Covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the xSports Network.
And welcome everybody here to the Glass House in Murfreesboro on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University. AJ Good joined alongside by Clint Brazier here for this morning, almost said tonight, this morning's Class 2A quarterfinal as the Summertown Eagles will take on the other Eagles from East Nashville High School. Big matchup here between these two squads, a pair of top 5 teams in Class 2A. East Nashville coming in as the top squad, 30-3 overall. They are a perfect 12-0 within their district during the regular season. Summertown coming in 27-6 overall. They were 7-1 within their district, and they were coming in as the rated 5th team in all of Class 2A. And Clint, we talk about, as we saw against Fayetteville City earlier in the year, the get off the bus test here, and this East Nashville squad definitely wins that battle. They look like a pretty good squad and look like the team that you saw that was going to be number one throughout the majority of the season.
It's kind of like a Hoosiers scenario. I feel like it's kind of like a David versus Goliath, as you said. That they look like they should be ranked the number one team in AA basketball. They've got two really, really good players, a Mr. Basketball finalist and Gerard Taylor, and a really good player that's getting a lot of college looks in Jalen Jones. But here's the deal, AJ. Summertown, if you'd asked me to be honest with you, I didn't think they had much of a chance to win the last 3 games they've got. They've got some key weapons. They're the underdog. They're playing with house money. Go give it all you got.
Just like you said, key weapons. Just speaking of Gerard Taylor, a finalist for Mr. Basketball in Class 2A, he averages 19.5 points per game. Jalen Jones getting a lot of Division I attention as a junior. He's averaging 15 points per game. Their other scorer in double figures, Jordan Crawford, also a junior, averaging 11.8 points per game. On the other side, for Summertown, they've got 3 guys averaging in double figures. Gavin Burleson, who finished as a finalist for Mr. Basketball in Class 2A, 26 points per game. Grayson Burleson, a freshman, and the younger brother of Gavin at 17.6 points per game. And the other senior, Caden Trotter, at 10.1 points per game. And you got a battle of two finalists for Class 2A here between Gerard Taylor and Gavin Burleson. And just watching Gavin in pregame here, he's already looking very comfortable shooting here in the Glass House.
I think Gavin could go to the United Center and feel like he's in range because Gavin's that comfortable. He's just a pure shooter, and he feels like he can shoot anywhere. I think it's going to be a tale of two teams trying to play probably two different styles, and you're going to see which one can pull theirs off. I think if you're Summertown, you're probably a little bit outmatched trying to play full court game against this East Nashville team. You're probably going to pack in a zone, look for Coach Long to pack it in a 2-3, see if East Nashville can hit from outside. If you're Summertown, you're probably your biggest concern is handling the ball off the defensive pressure, because I've watched a lot of film on East Nashville. They're going to press and they're going to get in. You're going to look a lot like the Gibson County girls in that sub-state against the Summertown girls. They're going to be all in you. Other key factor we touched off there, AJ, how well is this officiating crew going to let them get after it? That's going to come into a lot of factors. We'll just have to see what happens.
Both these teams no stranger to scoring. Summertown averaging 68.8 points per game. East Nashville 70.3 points per game. Each side has scored over 70 points over 20 times. Summertown's done it 21 times. They're 17-4 in those games. East Nashville's done it 20 times. They're 19-1 during those games, but the difference will be on defense. East Nashville's held their opponents under 50 points 17 times. They're perfect 17-0. Summertown's done it 9 times. They're perfect 9-0. So you got two teams that are very good offensively, but this East Nashville squad is very, very good defensively.
Well, my big key factor that I hope what East Nashville does is what everybody else does. I hope they look at Gavin and go, that guy? That's the one everybody's talking about? No offense toward Gavin, but I hope that's what's fixing to happen, and Gavin's fixing to line it up.
Yep. And we're getting ready to pause here for the national anthem as everyone begins to stand, and both teams have stopped warm-ups, heading to the bench here for the starting lineups. We go through a little bit of pregame announcements done by the PA, and we will now stand and take a pause here for the national anthem. That was the Hardin County Choir there with the national anthem, along with some construction at the same time from the Murphy Center, as you heard in the background there. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both sides. Starting first with East Nashville, you have the finalists for Class 2A in Mr. Basketball: Jared Taylor, Jalen Jones, Jordan Crawford, Michael Armstrong, and Jacoby Summers. For the Eagles, who are making their 7th overall appearance in the state tournament and their 3rd time in the last 4 years. On the other side for Summertown, you will have Harrison Gobble, Jake Smith, Grayson Burleson, Gavin Burleson, and Caden Trotter for the Eagles, making their 11th overall appearance in the state tournament and their 1st since 2011. And we talked off air, Clint, about getting in front of the big lights, getting on the big stage, playing in a big Division I arena. Sometimes that can have an effect on a team when they, frankly, haven't played in a building this big. Sight lines are different, the lights are a bit brighter, and it's just different to look at when you haven't played in something like this before.
It is, but, like I said, your 2 main scorers for Summertown are Gavin and Grayson Burleson. Trotter also averaging 10 points. Trotter, a 3-year starter. I'll be honest with you, I don't think there's any gym in the country that Gavin and Grayson Burleson could go in. So at least your 2 best scorers, I don't think there's anywhere that would intimidate them.
Right.
So you feel good about that for Summertown, because they feel like they're in gyms, they're in range as soon as they step out of the car. So, I feel pretty good on that. And again, I think you just got to watch out for the defensive pressure. I just don't. Where Summertown may struggle is handling against the press. Ball handlers. I think that's going to be a big key that you got to watch out for. If Summertown can play a little smarter, they're going to have a chance to win this ball game.
And for Summertown, the team and the school overall, no strangers to this place. The girls' team has been here several times. I'm sure these guys have been in this building for those games, so they know the drive, they know the place, they know the area, and they got to be familiar with what happens when you come here to the Murphy Center.
Right, they know these boys have been itching. They've had to come up here and watch the girls, and got to come up here and watch the girls the last 6 years, but they want a piece of it. They know what's involved. They're excited. I don't expect us to see Summertown come out here and not play with energy, to not get after it. It's just a mental thing, as you'd said. Don't let it affect you. Don't let the stage you're on affect you. Stay humble, stay focused right here. Let your score, do what's got you here. Let it fly. If Gavin and Grayson can feel like they can get a good shot off, let that baby go.
And when you look at it, both these sides, no stranger to good competition. Summertown in 12 games against ranked opponents is 8-4. East Nashville is 7-2 in 9 games, but 5 of those 9 have come against Pearl Cone, who they win 4-1 against during the regular season. So Nashville's played some pretty good competition, so is Summertown, but you just never know how good that competition is and how much it prepares you till you get right here on the bright lights in the glass house here at the Murphy Center. Now the starting lineups have been introduced here. We're here at midcourt. For those listening on the radio, Summertown to start off will be going from right to left. East Nashville will be going from left to right. Summertown wearing their home white uniforms. East Nashville wearing their red uniforms. Each side is going to be called the Eagles in this one.
Hey, Summertown's winning the crowd battle early.
Yes, a good contingent of Summertown coming out here. It's spring break in Lawrence County. If they can win here today, they'll be back here at 3:45 on Thursday. No excuse for half the county not to be out here for that one. And now, officials are ready, starting lineups are ready, the whistle is blown, and it's time for Eagle basketball here on the xSports Network. Jalen Jones gets the opening tip here, and he's going to cross the timeline coming up here for East Nashville, guarded by Harrison Gobble. Gets across, goes to the wing, and now kicks out to Michael Armstrong. He tries a 3, front iron, no good. Caden Trotter at the rebound. Now Grayson Burleson up with it. And he sends it over to Gavin. Gavin Burleson here, guarded by Crawford. He picks up his dribble over to Jake Smith. Smith now to Grayson Burleson in the corner. Grayson dribbles out. He's now going to go off the glass, and that one's in. First points of the game, and Grayson Burleson puts Summertown on top, 2-0. Now Jalen Jones with the ball. He crosses the timeline here for East Nashville. He now drives, gets in the paint, throws up a shot. No good. Harrison Gobble with the rebound. He now dribbles out and gets it to Grayson Burleson. Now over to Gavin. Gavin in transition across the timeline. drives into the paint. His floater's up, banks it in. Summertown on top, 4-0. Burleson's on fire early. Jalen Jones now going to walk it across the timeline here for the other Eagles. Looks like man-to-man put on early here by Summertown. Now over to Taylor. Taylor dribbles, drives, loses control of it. Now it's Crawford. Crawford now to Armstrong. Armstrong in the paint. Tough take, no good. Taylor, though, with the rebound. He throws that one up, and we get an offensive foul called against Gerard Taylor. Summertown gets the ball back. First turnover of the game for either side.
You couldn't have asked for a better first defensive series for Summertown. They do what I thought they would do, give shots outside and see if they're hitting. They got 2 good stops down low in the paint. Big charge there on Mr. Basketball finalist as well, AJ.
Yeah, good take there by Caden Trotter, who has to tie his shoe. I mean, he knocked him out of his shoes over there.
Now we get a set ball, so let's see how the press affects Summertown here.
Smith now over to Gavin Burleson, picks up his dribble over to Jake Smith. Jake Smith dribbles, long pass over to Grayson. Grayson saves it from going out of bounds. Step back jumper, front iron, no good. Offensive rebound, nope, it's going to come out to Jalen Jones. Beautiful pass on the other end to Crawford, who throws up a layup up and in, and East Nashville cuts the lead to 4-2. Nice pass and nice finish on the other side for the other Eagles. Grayson Burleson with it, long pass to Gavin. That one's knocked into the hands of Harrison Gobble. Gobble picks up his dribble and now hands over to Gavin Burleson on the baseline. He dribbles out. Long pass to Jake Smith, and that one's stolen away by Jones. Jones on the other end. His layup is up and in, and we're tied up at 4. So a pair of turnovers has now turned into a tie game, 4 apiece here. 2 minutes and 10 seconds in. Gavin Burleson now across the timeline, spins, throws up a tough shot, rolls it in. What a take by Gavin Burleson. Summertown retakes the lead 6-4.
Better job on, AJ. They did a better job on that possession, going 2 passes. You can't wait on passes to get there against this bunch. The last 2 have turned into steals and layups on the other end. Summertown did a good job that time.
Taylor fakes a shot and gets it to Armstrong. Now over to Crawford. Crawford crosses over, now kicks out to Summers. First time Summers has touched the ball. Now back out to Crawford at the wing. Here guarded by Jake Smith. He'll drive and throws that one right in the hands of Caden Trotter. Now over to Grayson Burleson. Grayson to Caden. His layup up, no good. And the rebound comes out to Summers, and he's fouled by Caden Trotter, and that'll be the first on either side.
That's just a too aggressive frustration foul. Caden changed the shot down here to try to keep it from getting blocked. Should have went up strong with his left hand to have a little protection. But it's just one. Referees, that's only 2 fouls in the contest.
Yep, letting them play here. 3 minutes in. Summertown leading at 6-4. Jalen Jones gets the inbounds. He calls out the play from head coach Avery Patton, and he gets across the timeline. Jones guarded here by Gobble. Now drives to his right. He'll kick this one out here to Crawford. He'll try straightaway 3. Rolls it in. And East Nashville has their first lead of the game at 7-6. Grayson Burleson now across the timeline. He drives. He's going to try a jumper. Rattles out, no good. And it goes into the hands of Summers. Now out to Crawford. Crawford now moves ahead quickly across the timeline. Drives into the paint. And he loses that one off of his leg, out of bounds, over to Summertown. Good defense by the Eagles. Clock stops 4:26 here left in the first. East Nashville leading 7-6.
AJ, you can tell on the defensive end for East Nashville, they're denying 3-pointers. Summertown, every shot they've made has been a jumper in the lane or in the paint. And I think they've done their homework too. Yeah. Don't let Summertown get hot from 3-point line.
Smith gets this one over to Trotter. Now to Grayson Burleson. Down low to Gavin Burleson on the low block. He drives the baseline, turns around, throws up a shot, and he gets that one to go.
Shoots it from his hip.
That was pretty much a grandma shot he got in. He's got 6 points. Summertown, he takes the lead 8-7.
Jones, folks, you'd have to have seen that one to believe that shot. Got me and AJ tickled.
It's unfortunate we can't stream it. It's hard to describe what he just did there. Crawford now, he'll try a step-back jumper. No good. Rebound from Grayson Burleson. Now over to Gavin. Gavin now being trapped, but gets it over to Grayson, and Grayson will cross the timeline over to Jake Smith. Back to Grayson. Grayson dribbles, drives, loses it, and Armstrong comes up with the steal. Now hands over to Jalen Jones. Now quickly ahead to Taylor. Taylor's take is up. No good. Gets his own rebound. And he's going to get fouled on the way up, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Let's hope that's on Jake Smith and not Trotter. If it is, Trotter's in trouble early.
Should be on Jake Smith. He's the one that got the hands. And nope, they're going to say that's on Trotter, who picks up his second. So now Weston Pigg will check into the game for the first time today. Colin Cleaves for East Nashville. Another senior's waiting. First free throw from Taylor. Front iron and rolls in. Now Cleaves and Pig will check in. Cleaves in for Armstrong and Pig in for Caden Trotter. Trotter, who was in foul trouble in their sub-state game as well. Game tied at 8, 3:23 remaining in the first. Next free throw from Taylor. And rolls that one in. And East Nashville leads it 9-8. First points of the game for Taylor. Now Gavin Burleson crossing the timeline here for Summertown. Gets it over to Weston Pig in the corner, down low to Grayson. Grayson goes up, shoots it over. Jones with the rebound. Jones crossing the timeline. Picks up his dribble now over to Taylor. Taylor's going to try a three. Back iron no good, but Cleaves comes up with the rebound. Cleaves now steps back over to Summers. Now to Jones, who calls out the play as he's guarded by Harrison Gobble. It's like a man-to-man like they've stayed in the majority of the game. Jones behind the back move into the paint. Euro step up, front iron no good. Next shot, throws that one up, no good. And coming up with the rebound is Jake Smith. Gets it out to Gavin Burleson.
I think Coach Long was about to get a little hot if we gave up another offensive rebound right there.
Gavin picks up his dribble over to Jake Smith. Smith drives and down low to Grayson. Grayson goes up, and he's fouled by Cleaves. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
Well, Cleaves can't believe it, and he probably got the block with a hand clean, but it was all body that was keeping Grayson down on the floor. So it's a good call by the official.
Cole Campbell set the check in here after the first free throw from Grayson Burleson. He's got 2 points so far. It'll be the first free throw here for the Eagles. First one on its way, and he gets it to go. And Summertown ties it up at 9 as Cole Campbell will check in for Harrison Gobble. You surprised that they're staying with the man-to-man so far early?
I am, but it may be something where it's just like an automatic switch. In the second half, you may just see alternate defenses every possession down the floor.
Grayson misses the back half, so we're tied at 9 here. 2:20 remaining in the first quarter. Taylor's going to try a jumper. Back iron no good. He hasn't had much luck shooting here as Gavin Burleson comes up with the rebound. He'll bring it across the timeline here, guarded by Crawford. Crosses over. They're going to call a carry against Gavin Burleson. Third turnover against Summertown. Now checking into the game for the first time, Willie Wilson, a senior, will check in for Taylor.
Yeah, kind of got it hung on his hip just a little bit. I could have seen it let go, but also could have seen it called.
We've seen it let go a lot this season, but technically it's the right call. It's Crawford now. Gets a screen from Cleese. He'll now drive, and, hey, he's consistent. He calls it on Crawford. It's going to be the fourth turnover against East Nashville, and Summertown gets the ball back. Just under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Game tied at 9.
I'd like to see Summertown do what they did on the last possession. Jake Smith, I didn't give him credit, but I should have. He made that drive because Summertown, until the last drive, Summertown has been attacking with just Grayson and Gavin. Jake kind of took it to the rim and opened things up, and it opened Grayson up. We got to see some more players attacking and taking what defense gives.
Gavin on the low ball gets fouled going up, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. It's now the third team foul against Nashville East Nashville, I should say. And Cleaves picks up his second foul. And Armstrong going to check back in. Harrison Gobble back at the table as well. Minute 45 left here. Gavin Burleson leading all scorers with 6. Has a chance to get Summertown the lead here with a pair of free throws. Something this Eagles squad has struggled with in the majority of the season, but he gets the first. Armstrong back in for Cleaves, and Gobble will check in for Jake Smith. Pretty even on both sides here. We haven't seen a field goal for either side in the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds. As Gavin gets the second one to roll in, he leads all scorers with 8. Summertown has a lead back at 11-9. Jalen Jones going to walk it up here for the other Eagles. Now over to Wilson. Wilson now to Summers. Summers gets it to Armstrong. Armstrong backdoor to Jones. Jones travels, and that's the 5th turnover against East Nashville. Summertown gets the ball back.
I didn't see that, but I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, it just looked like a pretty normal play. Now Gavin Burleson gets it over to Cole Campbell, and Campbell across the timeline. East Nashville really hasn't pressed much in this game. Campbell picks up his dribble, gets it over to Gavin Burleson, guarded by Summers. Gavin going to step back for 3. Almost gets it to go, but coming up with the rebound is Crawford. Ahead now to Jones, quickly in transition. Jones now kicks out to Wilson. He'll try a 3. Front iron no good. Cole Campbell tries to get the rebound, but it comes out eventually to Jones. Jones drives, and we're going to get a
Blocking foul on Weston Pigg, I believe.
blocking foul. Would have been, it looked like a blocking foul. It's inside the cylinder, not that that matters at the high school level, and it will go against Weston Pigg, his first, team's third.
But I got to give the referees credit again. They got together and made sure one thought it was a shooting foul, the referee corrected him and said, no, it was not on a shot.
Armstrong goes off the glass for East Nashville, his first points of the game. We're tied at 11, 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Grayson Burleson across the timeline, picks up his dribble over to Gavin at the wing. Gavin stops, now over to Grayson. He'll try a very deep three, front iron, no good. And Crawford with the rebound. Eagles coming back quickly the other way. Crawford loses that one out of bounds, but it was tipped off of Summertown. Will stay with East Nashville. Jake Smith will check back into the game for Summertown, and Gavin Burleson will check out. Taking it out of bounds, it's Armstrong with it over to Summers. Summers now to Wilson. Wilson over to Jones. Jones will try a three. Front iron, no good, and Cole Campbell comes up with the rebound. 25 seconds left. Grayson now over to Jake Smith, back to Grayson. They're going to play for the final shot here at the game, tied at 11. Grayson brings it out to the MTSU logo, guarded by Armstrong. Gets a play from head coach Wes Long. Now dribbles. Dribbles out of traffic. What a great job by Grayson. Gets a shot blocked by Armstrong. Smith's shot at the buzzer, no good. And after 8 minutes of play, we are tied up at 11 apiece here at the Murphy Center. When we return, it'll be time for the second quarter here on the xSports Network.
Since 1986, Southeast Carriers, Inc. has been a family-owned and operated business in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We strive to have updated equipment and technology to make our drivers' job easier. We offer large company pay and benefits with a small company atmosphere. Are you tired of just being a number when you call your current company? Here you will be known on a first-name basis, and all we ask is for you to give us an opportunity to prove that we are different than most trucking companies. For more information, visit southeastcarriers.com.
Make 2022 the year to refresh your home. And who you gonna call to help? Story and Lee, the Tennessee Valley's largest furniture store. We've stocked our 3 acres of showroom and warehouses full of inventory, and gotta make room for more arriving daily. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, all from the brands you've told us you love. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story and Lee.
And back here at the Glass House, game tied at 11 as we start the second quarter between Summertown and East Nashville. In the Class 2A quarterfinals, original starting 5 in for Summertown, minus Caden Trotter with Weston Pigg. Backdoor to great Gavin Burleson. He has got 10 points, and Summertown retakes the lead 13-11.
Good set. Got to give credit to his little brother, Grayson, on that lob pass. Not an easy pass. Hit him right in stride for the finish.
Jalen Jones with the ball, now over to Wilson. Wilson drives into the paint. He'll try a jumper from the free throw line. That one rolls in, his first points of the game, and we're tied up at 13. East Nashville choosing not to press. They've only pressed, I think, on 3 possessions so far. Jake Smith now across the timeline. Gets it over to Grayson, now over to Gavin Burleson. Gavin picks up his dribble. He's got to find somebody and gets it to Grayson. He's on the low block, throws up a tough shot.
Should've
that one doesn't go. Jones comes up with the rebound, throws this one ahead to Taylor. Taylor drives, layup up and in. He's got 4 points, and the other Eagles retake the lead 15-13 a minute into the second quarter. Gavin Burleson now across the timeline, and his pass is tipped off of Summers and will stay with Summertown. Wes Long calls out the play here, and you can tell how good defensively this East Nashville team is. Very active hands. Gavin Burleson taking it out of bounds. Looking for somebody. Got to get it in quickly. And a 5-second call, and that is the 4th turnover against the Eagles. We'll go back to East Nashville as Cole Campbell checks in for Weston Pigg.
Yeah, kind of look for maybe next time somebody else throw it in and we'd be running a screen to get Gavin open off that inbound.
Taylor crossing the timeline here. Now fakes the handoff, dribbles out. Now the zone put on here by Summertown. Now Taylor dribbles it out near us here, near the timeline. Guarded here by Campbell. Gets a screen from Armstrong. He'll drive. Nice pass to Summers. His layup is no good, but they say Gavin Burleson fouled him from behind, so Summers will go to the line to shoot 2. This team can drive, can dish as good as anybody in the state.
It was a good take. Good take by Taylor found a streaker. Only way to keep that ball from going in, Gavin either had to block it or foul it, get called with the foul.
First free throw from Summers rattles out, no good. First free throw miss here.
But at worst, it's only going to cost us 1 point.
Yeah. Might not cost him any, who knows. Clock stops, 6:31 here left in the second quarter. Next free throw from Summers. Rolls out, no good. Gavin Burleson with the rebound. He misses both, and Summertown gets the ball back, trailing by 2. Gavin now over to Grayson Burleson. Now Grayson drives. His layup is up, and he gets it to go.
That's what you got to do, AJ. Summertown's being real content with passing it, letting the defense reset. When you get a pass, you get a transition, you've got to attack. You're not going to play faster than East Nashville, but you got to play faster than what Summertown's been playing so far.
Grayson Burleson with 5, and we're tied up at 15. 6:05 remaining in the half. Taylor gets a screen from Armstrong, drives. Tries to go off the glass, and he does. He's got 6 points. And the other Eagles retake the lead, 17-15. Gavin Burleson picks up his dribble, now over to Grayson Burleson across the timeline. Grayson, now to Cole Campbell to Grayson Burleson. Hands it over to Gavin. Gavin going to try a very deep 3, front iron, no good. Rebound to Jalen Jones.
Now you got to get back.
Jones with the 2-on-1. Nice dish to Taylor. He goes up and under, but they say travel. It's now the 6th turnover against East Nashville. So now Crawford will check back into the game. And Summers will check out. That's the 3rd travel we've seen called against East Nashville in this game.
You've seen the speed there 3 times now on all 3. Summertown hadn't bought a 3 yet, but every time it's been a rebound, a kick out, and East Nashville is up the court quicker than a hiccup.
Gavin down low. Nice feed from Harrison Gobble. He throws that one in. He's got 12 points, and we're tied up at 17. 5:20 left here in the half. Summertown hanging around here with the best team in Class 2A, proving they can play here just as good as they can. Jalen Jones with the drives off the glass. He is fouled, and this one is in, and he'll go to the line for the M1. Foul, I believe, will go against Cole Campbell. Actually, Harrison Gobble, his first. It's the team's 5th. And Jones here with 4 points, trying to make it 5 and give East Nashville a 3-point lead. His free throw is in. It's a 3-point advantage here, 20-17, 5:10 remaining in the second quarter. Grayson Burleson now going to walk it across the timeline here, guarded by Armstrong. Man-to-man put on by the other Eagles. Gavin Burleson spins in the paint. Beautiful take up and in. He has got 14 points, putting on a show here at the Glass House. Crawford ahead quickly here. Drives into the paint. His layup. Banks it in.
Just like that.
Crawford with 7 points to lead the other Eagles, and it's back to a 3-point advantage for East Nashville. Grayson Burleson picks up his dribble over to Jake Smith. Long pass to Cole Campbell. Nice pass to Jake Smith. Smith off the glass, no good. Armstrong with the rebound. Now Jones with it. Jones ahead with speed. Behind the back move. Going to try a 3 in transition, and he knocks it down. Jones with 8 points. Wes Long is going to call a timeout. It's a full timeout. And with that, we'll take a break here as well on the xSports Network.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
No matter what it is that you like, take those things, translate it into an academic degree.
It's the best thing probably I've ever done in my life, and my only regret is that I didn't do it sooner.
Getting this degree opened up doors that I didn't even envision would be open.
I'm so happy that I did it, and I think anybody that wants it should go for it. You will not regret it.
This is Chris Jackson with Tennessee Tech in Lawrenceburg. If you're ready to earn your degree right here in Lawrence County, come see us today.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the xSports Network.
And back here at the Glass House, East Nashville going on a run. They lead at 25-19.
Gavin Burleson just had to trade shorts. Just wasn't going to the locker room, not starting this after this timeout. Gavin Burleson him and big shout out to Mr. Casey Bailey, just made him swap shorts. Good thing they were wearing spandex under them.
East Nashville leading at 25-19. We've seen Gavin hit a ridiculous grandma shot down here, and now he's changing shorts in the middle of a game. And Just when you think you've seen it all, Clint, something else happens as now East Nashville going to back off the press as Grayson Burleson going to drive across the timeline over to Jake Smith. Smith, Harrison, Gobble in the corner. Gobble out to Grayson Burleson, straight away for three. Barely hits the front iron. Wilson with the rebound. Who just checked in, gets over to Jalen Jones, who's caught fire here in the second quarter. He leads all East Nashville scores with 8 points. Jones now over here to Crawford for three. No good. Cole Campbell with the rebound and gets over to Grayson Burleson. Now to Gavin Burleson. Ahead now to Jake Smith. Now back to Gavin. Gavin with it at the wing. Summertown has failed to hit a three-pointer so far in this game. He's going to back down Crawford.
No.
And gets that one stolen away by Wilson. Quickly ahead to Jones. Jones on the other end. And can't rise above for the slam, but it's a layup. And East Nashville with their largest lead of the game at 27-19. Jones now with 10 points. Gavin Burleson here trying to get across the timeline. And he travels. So that's going to be the sixth turnover against Summertown, and East Nashville gets it back.
Well, at some point you got to go north and south, AJ, you know, even if it's putting the head down and going.
Caden Trotter now going to check into the game. He comes in with 2 fouls in for Cole Campbell. This East Nashville team as advertised here. As Crawford gets it across the timeline here for the other Eagles. 3:25 remaining here in the first half. Crawford drives into the paint, dishes down low to Armstrong, and Armstrong is going to get fouled. This might be against Trotter, and I believe it is. Nope, it's going to go against Weston. He pointed for Weston Pigg. He gave Weston Pigg the foul.
Had a bad miss. Weston Pigg went in the game and just came in for Trotter.
Yeah. So it had to be against Trotter. There's a miss here on the in for East Nashville. Gavin Burleson at the rebound, now ahead to Grayson. Grayson quickly in transition. What a move by Grayson. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, against Armstrong.
Well, I've noticed Coach Long during about the last 3 possessions. I don't think he's upset with the fouls that are being called against Summertown, but I heard him kind of read his lips. He said, there's no way East Nashville's playing this aggressive and only have 3 fouls.
Right. First foul against Armstrong, team's fourth. 3:08 left here. East Nashville leading 27-19. Gavin Burleson in the Weston Pigg. Pigg now out to Gavin. Gavin guarded here by Wilson, now in the Grayson. Grayson in the paint. Turnaround jumper. Gets that one, nothing but net.
Much needed basket for Summertown.
He's got 7 points. The lead is down to 27-21. Snapping a 7-0 run there for East Nashville.
We need a big stop and somebody hit a big 3 now.
Jones here guarded by Harrison Gobble. He's got it at the MTSU logo. Gets a screen from Armstrong. Dribbles it off the back of his foot. Now over to Taylor. Taylor gets a screen. He's going to try a 3 just inside the 3-point line. That's a 2-pointer. Taylor's got 8. And leads back out the 9. Back out the 8, 29-21. Jake Smith across the timeline. Now over to Grayson Burleson. Grayson, and gets that one stolen away here by Jones. Now ahead to Taylor. Good steal by Jake Smith, who can't keep that one from going out of bounds. Good hustle by Jake Smith. And the ball will stay with East Nashville. And looks like the officials in the official score are having the discussion what we just had a discussion about a minute ago. They called a foul against Weston Pigg, who wasn't even in the game. So maybe he thought it was Harrison Gobble, maybe Jake Smith. I don't know.
And I know if you're Coach Long, you're hoping they let it go and don't correct it.
Yeah.
And keep Trotter with just 2 fouls.
Taken out of bounds now, East Nashville. 2:10 remaining here in the second.
And they did just change it, and they gave it to Trotter.
So that is Trotter's third. Crawford going to try a 3, and he knocks it down. Crawford's got 10 points. The lead's out to 11, 32-21. But no lead is insurmountable here for the Summertown team. Weston Pigg now out to Gavin Burleson. Gavin breaks through the pressure. He's going to drive. Shot is up and in. Gavin Burleson's got 16. They cut the lead back down the 9, 32-23. Minute 45 left here in the half. Jalen Jones picks up his dribble. Gets it back from Wilson. Jones gets a string from Armstrong. And he loses that one. They say it's off of Summertown. Looks like it just went off of Jones out of bounds. And they're going to say it's going to stay with the other Eagles. And Jones actually has to retrieve his own ball back near the Summertown student section.
got to extend out on especially Jones and Crawford. Crawford's got hot here from three-point line, and if you get a miss, you got to secure a rebound. Let's run the floor.
Taylor with it here at the MTSU logo. Still man-to-man put on here by the Eagles. It's a play call here from his head coach. He's going to drive. Nice pass to Armstrong. It's off of Armstrong's feet and goes out of bounds to Summertown as the 7th turnover against East Nashville.
Great job by Jake Smith. Stepped in that pass lane, saw that dish coming, stepped in and just made it just a little bit awkward.
Jake Smith gets the inbounds from Gavin Burleson. Minute 10 left here. Summertown trailing by 9. And a good hands there by Wilson, forcing the turnover, but can't keep an inbounds, and it will go back to Summertown.
Well, Coach Long just said exactly what I was thinking. Jake, you got to be able to handle the ball one-on-one. Quit trying to pass it to somebody else that's being face guarded one-on-one. Handle the pressure and let's dribble through and get north and south.
Jake Smith now across the timeline and gets over to Harrison Gobble. Gobble hands over to Gavin Burleson, and Gavin gets that one stolen away by Crawford. Crawford the other way. Nice pass to Jones. Jones' layup is no good, but Taylor's there for the rebound, and his putback is in. He's in the double figures with 10. It's an 11-point East Nashville lead again. Gavin Burleson picks up his dribble, gets it to Jake Smith. Smith now over to Gobble. Gobble into the paint. Out to Grayson Burleson for 3. Nothing but net from Grayson Burleson. He's in the double figures with 10. Big shot there, cutting the lead to 8 with 30 seconds left in the half.
Summertown's first 3, and we're almost at halftime, AJ. That hadn't happened this year.
Better late than never. As now Jones across the timeline. 20 seconds left here as they play for the final shot of the half. Jones now over to Crawford. Crawford, Taylor, and Jones all in the double figures in the game with 10. Jones drives the sideline, now the baseline. Long pass out to Taylor. He's going to try a 3 at the buzzer. No good. And after 16 minutes of play, East Nashville leading this one 34-26. When we return, we'll have some halftime analysis that's coming up next here on the xSports Network.
Hi, I'm Mara Lerner, and I've had the privilege of living and raising my family in Lawrence County for years. I know how important our faith, schools, and community are to the success of us all. I believe wholeheartedly that proper planning and teamwork are the only way to achieve the quality of life that we desire here in Lawrence County. The Office of County Executive is instrumental in making all of this possible. And if you want someone who will continue to work tirelessly toward improving your quality of life here in Lawrence County, then I ask for your vote on August 4th for County Executive.
Hey y'all, Fred Webb here, United Country Southern Tennessee Realty. You get ready to sell your property, give one of these sales professionals a call today.
Hunter Webb, Farm and Land Sales Specialist, 931-321-8226.
Tommy Johnson, the Wayne County Connection, 931-722-4840.
Tyler Webb, 731-438-2084.
It's a slam dunk when you list with United Country Southern Tennessee Realty.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always get a special price every day. Shop their new showroom full of name-brand furniture, sofas, recliners, dining and bedroom suites, Serta bedding, lots of tables and chairs just to match your decor. McMaster's Home Gallery also has GE appliances. Stop by on Highway 43 in Loretto or call 853-6140.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County. providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street, next to the courthouse.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy, Buick, and GMC dealer.
Hi, I'm David Morgan, Republican candidate for Lawrence County Executive. Being born and raised right here in southern Middle Tennessee, I've been blessed to learn Southern values, biblical ethics, and a genuine love for your neighbor. If I'm elected, I will work diligently to improve the quality of life for every Lawrence County citizen. I'm asking first for your prayers and then for your vote. As a minister, a husband, and the father of 5 amazing children, I guarantee you, no one will work harder for you than me.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Employee Resources Credit Union is an easy solution to banking, offering a simple, yet modern way to bank. When you bank with ERCU, you are a shareholder, meaning you own a piece of the pie, and we make it easy with the convenience of digital banking, with service you won't find at another financial institution, including low to zero fees and incredible rates. We have the technology you need with the personal service you deserve, right here in your own neighborhood. Employee Resources Credit Union, not for profit, for service.
Hey friends, this is Barry Doss. Over the past 30 years, Doss Brothers Incorporated has grown from its humble beginnings to working daily to build the future of Lawrence and surrounding counties. From breaking ground to opening day, Doss Brothers has been there every step of the way for many businesses, industries, and homeowners in our community. With nearly 40 years under our belt and the blessing of every new day, we strive to keep building the foundation of our communities tomorrow. We are Doss Brothers, proudly building progress in Southern Tennessee.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
This is the xSports Network.
Welcome back here at the Glass House. Taking a look at halftime here as Summertown trails East Nashville 34-26. Taking a look at the first half stats for East Nashville. Gerard Taylor, Jalen Jones, Jordan Crawford, each with 10 points. Michael Armstrong and Willie Wilson with 2. On the other side for Summertown, just 2 scores. It's the Burlesons. Gavin has 16 and Grayson with 10. Rebounds, pretty even. Well, not pretty even. East Nashville has 18-11 for Summertown. East Nashville had 7 turnovers. Summertown had 8. East Nashville got 11 points off those turnovers. Summertown just 6. East Nashville with 6 second chance points. None for Summertown, and just 2 points off the bench for East Nashville, and obviously no bench points for Summertown. And really the difference here has been those points off of turnovers and those offensive rebounds leading the second chance points, because both sides are shooting 48% from the field. Right. And East Nashville has also hit a couple more three-pointers than what Summertown has as well.
Well, AJ, I think you touched on it. I'm okay with Summertown's defense in that first half. It's 11 points off the turnovers that's kind of led to them having a lead right now, an 8-point lead. On the offensive end, we set it off air. Grayson and Gavin have all 26 points for Summertown. So they're getting double-teamed every time they catch the ball on an offensive set, and it is leading to turnovers and steals. Whoever that man is that is leaving you to go double-team Gavin and Grayson, whether it's Jake Smith, Cole Campbell when he's in the game, Harrison Gobble, Trotter when he gets back in the game, because he does have the 3 fouls, Weston Pigg, whoever, whether it's flashing to the high post and demanding the ball, whether it's get open in a baseline corner, whether it's something, somebody's going to have to scream for the ball when they realize that they're open, because it's just simple math. If somebody's getting double-teamed, somebody's open. Somebody's going to have to step up, want the ball, catch the ball, make a big shot where they can't just focus all their attention on stopping the 2 Burleson brothers.
Yeah, someone definitely has to hit a shot. Caden Trotter will come out the start here for the second half. The original starting 5 in here for Summertown. East Nashville will start with the basketball, leading 34-26. And Taylor, Jones, Crawford, their leading scorers have been as advertised. Playing very good basketball and proving why they're the top-ranked team in Class 2A. But Summertown has been right there with them. There's one stretch in the game there. East Nashville went on a 9-2 run, and that's what's really separated the two right now.
I want to give a shout-out to the Franks and Franks part of the law firm from our usual Summertown crew. They're saying hello from Aruba. They're watching and listening to us live from Aruba, so we're a little jealous of you, but you're missing a good ball game too, guys.
Jalen Jones here with it, just across the timeline, gets a screen now over to Crawford. Crawford now kicks to Wilson in the corner for 3. Front iron, no good. Gavin Burleson grabbing the rebound. I got my words tangled up.
I know where you were trying to go there.
Beautiful move by Grayson Burleson in the paint. His take is up and in. Grayson Burleson with 12 points. Summertown cuts the lead to 6, 34-28. Jones now across the timeline here. Still that same man-to-man put on by the Eagles. Jones going to step back for 3. Back iron, no good. Harrison Gobble tried the rebound. Jones gets it down low to Taylor. Taylor goes up and in. He leads all Eagles with 12, and the lead's back out to 8, 36-28. Kind of a missed opportunity there. Jake Smith with it. Now over to Gavin at the logo. Gavin loses that one. That one's stolen into the hands of Jones. Now ahead to Crawford. Crawford, easy layup on the other end, and he's got 12 points. The lead's out to 10, 38-28.
It's 2 possessions in a row. Harrison Gobble had a chance to dive on the floor, not let that ball get loose. Jake Smith did there.
Caden Trotter with a corner 3, his first points of the game, and the first points from someone not named Burleson. Leads cut to 7, 38-31. Minute 20 in here to the third. Jones gets a screen, picks up his dribble over to Crawford straight away. Crawford guarded by Smith. Into the paint, kicks out here to Taylor in the corner for 3, and he knocks it down, leads back out to 10, and Taylor's got 15 points, 41-31. Gavin Burleson picks up his dribble, loses that one, and gets it ahead to Grayson. Grayson going to stop for 3, and misses everything. Jones with the rebound.
It's not really, Grayson had a lane to the basket.
Yeah. And Jones, nice pass to Armstrong. He goes off the glass for his 4th point of the game, and the lead's the largest for the other Eagles at 43-31. Gavin Burleson here in transition, and a block call against Crawford. And Crawford's going to pick up his first foul. First foul for either side here to start the second half. 6 minutes into the third. Gavin Burleson taking it out of bounds, looking for someone to get open, gets it to Grayson. Now Grayson into the paint, Nice pass to Caden Trotter. Trotter goes up. He is fouled by Armstrong. And Armstrong is going to pick up his second foul, and Caden will go to the line to shoot 2.
Armstrong can't believe they called that foul on him, but I don't know what they're supposed to call when you land on him.
Yeah. He got all ball, but he also got all shoulder, all back, and all lower back. First free throw from Caden on its way, and rolls out, no good. Summertown struggling from the line for the majority of the season. They're now 3 of 5 today. So is East Nashville. Next free throw from Caden. Front iron, no good. And the rebound comes to Jones, and Jones dribbles it. Oh, he dribbled it totally out of bounds, and it will go to East Nashville. They say it went off of Grayson Burleson. Taylor now inbounding into Jones. And Jones is going to walk it across the timeline. He'll be met by Harrison Gobble once he crosses. Has it at the MTSU logo. Long pass over to Taylor. Taylor leading.
East Nashville going to spread the floor out, make Summertown extend to play the game they want, especially with a 12-point lead, AJ.
Taylor drives. Nice take up and in. He's got 17 points. And the Mr. Basketball final has proven his worth here so far. Grayson, now ahead to Gavin for 3. No good, and Jones now with the rebound. Jones going to move this one ahead quickly with speed. Beautiful pass to Taylor, and Taylor gets fouled on the way up as that one lands on top of the shot clock, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, definitely not setting up the way Summertown likes it right now, because East Nashville's game plan's definitely showing right now, and Summertown's is not. And with a 14-point deficit right now, Summertown's going to have to change what they're doing.
Harrison Gobble picks up the foul, his second. Team's first here as Taylor misses the first free throw. Next free throw on its way, and he hits in nothing but net. He's got 18 points to lead all scores. It's a 15-point East Nashville lead, 5:05 remaining in the third. Jake Smith now across the timeline, picks up his dribble, gets to Harrison Gobble at the wing. Gobble looking for somebody, dribbles out. Now to Caden Trotter straight away, now to Jake Smith. Smith now over to Grayson Burleson. Grayson drives, floater up. No good, and Armstrong with the rebound. Armstrong gets that one tipped by Caden Trotter in the hands of Gavin Burleson, and Gavin's going to get fouled by Armstrong, who picks up his third. And as the team's third here in the second half. Is now Colin Cleaves is going to check into the game here for Armstrong. Cleaves has 2 fouls of his own.
Need your best set right here. Get separation, set good screens. Let's get a good look.
Gavin going to try a corner 3. Nothing but net from Gavin Burleson. He's got 19 points. West Lawn's going to call a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him here on the xSports Network.
Since 1986, Southeast Carriers, Inc. has been a family-owned and operated business in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We strive to have updated equipment and technology to make our drivers' job easier. We offer large company pay and benefits with a small company atmosphere. Are you tired of just being a number when you call your current company? Here you will be known on a first-name basis, and all we ask is for you to give us an opportunity to prove that we are different than most trucking companies. For more information, visit southeastcarriers.com.
This is the xSports Network.
Back here at the Glass House in Murfreesboro, East Nashville leading Summertown 46-34. 4:35 remaining in the third quarter. It's East Nashville going to cross across the timeline. Jalen Jones crosses over. Now gets over to Cleese. Cleese going to try a straightaway 3, and he knocks it in.
It's not good when your post player off the bench can come in and knock it down.
Now with this one quickly ahead. Beautiful pass from Gavin to Grayson, and Grayson takes one off the face. Gets that one in. He's got 14, but back the other way, Wilson has it. Gets it out to Jones. East Nashville leading 49-36. Well, you'll take Cleves shooting a 3 from the college range. Now Taylor gets it to Wilson in the corner for 3. Front iron no good. Grayson Burleson with the rebound. He'll dribble out. Grayson now ahead to Harrison Gobble and gets it to Gavin. Back to Harrison. What a save by Gavin. Now to Grayson. Grayson crosses over. He drives, tries to dish, but throws it right into the chest of Crawford. Now the Taylor ahead to Jones. Jones's layup is up and in. Jones has got 12 points, leads out to 15, 51-36.
Yeah, Grayson a little too unselfish on that one. He should have just put the ball up. He got that deep, and he tried to pass it to Gavin.
And Gavin tries to throw a pass and goes off the feet of Crawford. And they're going to argue that went off of Caden Trotter's foot, but that was totally off of Crawford's foot. Now Cole Campbell going to check into the game, and Grayson Burleson going to check out. Wes Long gives him a long stare as he heads to the bench. He must have did something wrong there.
Well, I think it's what I just said. Hey, you get that deep, put it up. You know, we're down 15 points.
Gavin Burleson's pass is tipped out of bounds by Crawford. Gavin taking it out of bounds again. 3:30 left here in the third. Eagles trailing by 15. Harrison Goblin now to Gavin. He'll try another corner three. Front iron no good, and Jones with the rebound. He skied high to get that one. Jones rated as the third best prospect in the junior class in the state of Tennessee. Getting a lot of SEC offers, and he's definitely proven it here so far. Taylor now to Jones, now to Crawford. Crawford going to step back for three. Misses everything, and Gavin Burleson with the rebound. Gavin crosses the timeline, dribbles through traffic, stops now over to Jake Smith. Smith, nice pass over to Cole Campbell in the corner for three. No good, and Jones skies above Gavin Burleson for the rebound.
Kind of whiffed there. Jake, he got a great pump fake and got two people up. I thought he was going to take the shot. He did kick it out to an open Cole Campbell, just couldn't hit the shot.
East Nashville winning the rebounding battle 24-14. Gavin Burleson going to foul Taylor. And Gavin's going to pick up his second. Team second. Now Grayson Burleson set the check back in. And Summers will come back into the game for Crawford. And Grayson will check in for Cole Campbell. Taylor into Wilson. And Wilson gives it back to Taylor. Taylor here guarded by Gavin Burleson. And Gavin knocks it out from behind him. That's a turnover into hands of Harrison Goblin. Now to Jake Smith.
I think Gavin just said, well, if they can get away with it, I can too.
Jake across the timeline over to Caden Trotter at the wing. Down low to Gavin Burleson, drives the baseline, loses it, but gets that in the hands of Grayson Burleson. That one's in. And now Gavin gets up slow. He got knocked to the ground hard there, but he gets up, he's fine, shakes it off as Grayson now with 16 points, leads down to 13. Wes Long imploring his team here to get a big stop. 2:10 remaining in the third, trailing by 13, 51-38. Jones taking his time, and he's going to get across the timeline. As you said, they're spreading things out here, forcing them to come out and defend. Jones dribbles around. He's going to drive and kick out the cleats. He's going to try another three. It's straight on, back iron no good. And skying ahead is Jones. And Jones gets a rebound, the putback, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for the M1.
Just real unfortunate there, AJ. Summertown got the look they wanted. They made them kick out to take a three. Missed a three, but they couldn't get the rebound. Then end up fouling, giving up the N1 opportunity. Everything going against you right here if you're in the blue and white.
Gavin picks up his third foul. Now 14 points here for Jalen Jones. The M1 free throw, and he hits it. He's got 15. The lead's the largest of the game at 16, 54-38. Minute 45 left here in the third. Smith gets that one knocked away, but back into his hands. Now over to Gavin Burleson. Gavin into the paint. Throws up a floater. No good. Foul called against East Nashville. This discussion was either on the floor or two shots. Looks like we got two shots coming.
I got to give a shout out to the East Nashville coach. He actually wanted a walk called on Jake right here after it got ripped from him and the ball was taken from him, and he just took it back.
Yeah. Gavin the line to shoot two. First one's off the front end, no good. Foul goes against Willie Wilson, who picks up his first foul.
This pace is getting to Summertown. Gavin looks gassed. Grayson's looking pretty gassed as well.
Next free throw from Gavin. He knocks that one in. He's got 20 points to lead all scores. And it's a 54-39 East Nashville lead with a minute 30 left here in the quarter. Jones now across the timeline for East Nashville, guarded by Harrison Gobble. Now sends it over to Taylor. Taylor guarded by Grayson Burleson. Taylor now drives, throws up a shot, no good. And Caden Trotter with the rebound.
Going to get a push, I think, on
Cleves, I believe.
It will be.
And Cleves will pick up the foul, his third, the team's sixth. Caden Trotter taking it out of bounds. Or the team's fifth, excuse me. Minute 5 left here in the quarter. Summertown trailing by 15. Smith now across the timeline over to Harrison Gobble. Down low to Grayson Burleson. He gets a shot blocked by Cleves into the hands of Jones. Jones ahead now quickly.
Jones is really smart, AJ. Yeah. He's not forcing anything. He's doing a good job running this offense.
Yeah, he is. You can tell this guy's got SEC written all over him. Beautiful pass to Cleves. Cleves goes up and in. He's got 5 points. Leads out the 17, 56-39, 35 seconds left. Gavin across the timeline and dribbles into traffic, but gets out to Grayson Burleson somehow. Grayson drives, stripped away by Jones. Quickly ahead here to Taylor, and Taylor was cherry picking. He slams in on the other end. Taylor's got 18. Taylor was hanging out at the midcourt line, not trying to play defense at all. Just call it like it is. Grayson Burleson for 3. Front iron no good. Rebound to Jake Smith. Smith's shot is up and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of someone that just hangs out waiting for the shot on the other end for the easy slam. Well, he won't get away with that at the next level.
I'll say this, AJ. I never had a dunk and didn't go back and play defense because I never had a dunk.
Jake Smith misses the first free throw as Summers will check into the game here for Jones. And I believe that's the first time Jones has sat down in the game. Next free throw from Smith.
Summertown's missed their last 4 free throws. Jake misses that one, not to interrupt you.
No, it's a 19-point lead here. 5 seconds left in the third. Crawford now across the timeline. Crawford floater up. No good. And that's how the third period will end. Nashville East leading at 58-39. When we return, it'll be time for the fourth quarter here on the xSports Network.
Make 2022 the year to refresh your home. And who you gonna call to help? Story & Lee, the Tennessee Valley's largest furniture store. We've stocked our 3 acres of showroom and warehouses full of inventory. And gotta make room for more arriving daily. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, all from the brands you've told us you love. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story & Lee.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
This is the xSports Network.
And back here at the Glass House, Summertown trailing East Nashville 58-39 in the Class 2A quarterfinals. We start the fourth quarter. Jake Smith now to Caden Trotter straight away for 3. Front iron no good. Wilson with the rebound. Now ahead to Jones. Jones quickly in transition. Nice block there by Harrison Gobble. Tried to save it from going out of bounds. I say it goes off of Gobble and will stay with the other Eagles.
I'm going to say we got one there because Harrison Gobble just mauled Jones.
Yeah. Jones taking it out of bounds, lobs it in to Taylor. Taylor, the Class 2A Mr. Basketball finalist, being guarded by one of the other ones. Well, 2 of them that didn't win it. And now kicks us out to Jones in the corner for 3. Front iron no good. Jake Smith with the rebound. Now ahead to Grayson Burleson. Grayson with the behind-the-back move, another behind-the-back move, and he's going to get fouled here by Taylor.
Coach Long a little frustrated on that call because they had a wide-open lane to the basket, and we finally get that call.
Taylor's going to pick up his 3rd foul. It's the team's 6th. Trotter going to take it out of bounds. Now they're going to say it's the 17th foul, and now Grayson will go to the line for the 1-and-1. You mentioned how gassed some of the guys look. Taylor looks pretty gassed himself. Crawford doesn't, Jones doesn't, but
no.
Taylor looks gassed. You can tell they haven't played at this pace too often. Neither side, really, as Grayson misses the first one and Cleves knocks it out of bounds. It will stay with Summertown. Jake Smith going to take it out of bounds. His team trailing by 19. Lobs it into Grayson. Grayson in the paint. Throws up a shot. No good. Cleves with the rebound. And lobs this one ahead to Taylor.
You know, I wonder at some point you're down 19, offense isn't working. Do you try to turn this into a free throw game and see if they can slow the pace down, start clearing the bench and getting guys in just to immediately foul?
Jones now over to Crawford. Minute into the fourth. Crawford crosses over Jake Smith, now over to Wilson. Wilson in the corner. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds, and we'll go to Summertown. That's now 10 turnovers against East Nashville. And their head coach, Avery Patton, not happy with the officiating, but again, they've gotten...
I think he was wanting a timeout, and I did hear him trying to get one.
Jake Smith now across the timeline. And now to Grayson Burleson straight away. Grayson will step back for three.
I think that got deflected.
And Gavin tried to save it, but it goes out of bounds, East Nashville. Summertown now shooting 41% from the field. Gavin with 20, Grayson with 16. Caden Trotter the only other scorer with 3. Crawford, beautiful feed to Cleves, who got blocked from behind by Gavin. Trotter can't save it and will stay with East Nashville. This East Nashville team, as advertised, very good in just about every facet of the game. Cleves in the corner, now over to Jones. Jones now going to drive, and now going to bring it back out. Wiseman now being double teamed, now gets over to Taylor. Taylor now over to Crawford. Crawford going to try a jumper, and he knocks that one in. Crawford's got 14 points.
And he comes up with a steal after the point.
14 points, and he's fouled here. I believe be Gavin picking up his 4th. It's the 12th turnover against Summertown. And that will go against Gavin. It's the team's 4th team foul here in the second half. Crawford inbounds to Cleves, now out to Jones. And Jones is going to get fouled. And now all of a sudden the touch foul's coming out in a 21-point game.
I think it's on purpose. I think Coach Long's trying to figure out if we've got any chance, just putting them on the line, getting them in the bonus. Of course, at some point you're going to start pulling some kids off the bench if that's what you're going with, because Gavin's got 3, Trotter's got 3. Gavin's got 4.
Yep. Crawford with it. And gets over to Jones with the logo. Jones outside the Wilson. Out to Crawford. Crawford will drive. Kicks out to Taylor, and Taylor's going to bring it back out. He almost walked there, almost stolen away by Gavin. Now to Jones. Beautiful pass down low to Crawford. Crawford gets the layup up and in.
Kid's got a lot of vision.
He's got 16 points. Now it's ahead, and Jones is going to pick up the foul here on the other end. Be the 8th team foul against Nashville East. Jones going to pick up his 2nd team foul, and Gavin will go to the line for the 1-and-1. And booing up 23. Everything's gone their way in this game.
It has. Every tip drill, every loose ball.
They've earned it, too.
This
team is so good. And Gavin hits the first free throw. He's got 21. They have certainly earned everything. Very good defensively, very smart offensively. They are as advertised. Wouldn't be surprised if they bring home their first gold ball on Saturday as Gavin hits the 2nd.
That's what I was just fixing to see. If somebody does beat them, I'd like to see how good that team is.
Yeah, they must have.
And you got to remember, AJ, East Nashville got off to a really slow start.
Yeah.
Didn't shoot the ball well, had several turnovers.
Yeah.
And but ever since then, man, they've got it together, and they play together
very well. I mean, it's Jones's vision, the way this team executes. It's very impressive to watch him work. Jake Smith picks up the foul as Taylor tries to inbounds, does to Wilson, and Wilson very dangerously to the end line there, but saves it. What a nice pass to Taylor. Taylor misses, and Caden Trotter with the rebound. Now we have the Gavin Burleson. Crawford was waiting on him, but Gavin dribbles out of pressure. Gets this one to Trotter, now to Grayson. Grayson, layup up and in. Grayson's got 18 points, and they cut the lead down to 19 at 62-43. 5 minutes left in the game. Crawford here in transition. Another nice pass to Cleves, who slams it in. Cleves elevated. I thought his forehead was going to hit the top of the square there. He's got 7 points. Gavin with it now, driving into the paint. Throws up a shot, no good. Wilson with the rebound. Gavin's going to foul him. He did.
And that'll end him.
And that's going to be it for Gavin. He's going to exit with his 5th foul. The senior exits with 22 points in the game, and we will head out as the Summertown faithful now get on their feet, celebrating the end of a great season and a great career here for Gavin Burleson.
Feel bad for that young man. His tears starting to come to eyes because he's realizing it's over.
If it wasn't for Gavin's half-court shot, they wouldn't even be in this position right here. So now Cole Campbell will check in for Gavin. Tears coming down his face as he exits. Summertown fans celebrate him on the way out, and a beautiful moment of sportsmanship by Jalen Jones shaking his hand once he got to the bench. A lot of respect for that kid as Wilson hits the first free throw. Yeah, that's a tough one there for Wes Long. He's starting to tear up a little bit as well.
As his dad, Jason Burleson, there with his son.
What a great season he has had. Is now Avery Patton's going to call a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout here by the other Eagles. We'll take it with him here on the xSports Network.
No matter what it is that you like, take those things, translate it into an academic degree.
It's the best thing probably I've ever done in my life, and my only regret is that I didn't do it sooner.
Getting this degree opened up doors that I didn't even envision would be open.
I'm so happy that I did it, and I think anybody that wants it should go for it. You will not regret it.
This is Chris Jackson with Tennessee Tech in Lawrenceburg. If you're ready to earn your degree right here in Lawrence County, come see us today.
I'll be really surprised if they don't win at all. Back here, Class 2A quarterfinals, East Nashville leading at 66-43. Gavin Burleson just fouled out with 22 points. Jake Smith over to Caden Trotter, now to Grayson Burleson. Grayson going to drive, reverse layup, that one's up and in. Grayson now with 20 points and cutting the lead to 19 once again. Gerard Taylor here, now going to be guarded by Cole Campbell. He crosses the timeline, now over to Wilson. Wilson here guarded by Campbell. Long pass over to Jones in the corner. Jones, another nice feed to Cleves, but Cleves kicks it back out to Wilson. 4:10 remaining in the game. Jones into the paint, but dribbles it back out and throws that one out of bounds over the head of Crawford. Now we'll go back to Summertown with 4:3 remaining in the game. A little bit too much mustard down that one for Jones.
I think probably look here before long, AJ. Look for Coach Long, start subbing, getting his seniors out and getting them a ovation here.
Jake Smith going to try a deep three and barely hits the front iron. Cleaves with the rebound and gets this one over to Jones. Jones now moves ahead quickly across the timeline. Taylor flops on the other end as Jones drives and gets fouled.
Don't know what call we've got there.
Goes against Jake Smith. And Jones will head to the line, I believe, for the 1-and-1 here. First free throw from Jones on its way. He rattles it home and in. You know, Clint, I wouldn't be surprised if Jalen is the Class 2A Mr. Basketball next year. He's that good. I mean, Jones already with the double-double. He's got a triple-double. 16 points, 13 rebounds, and now 10 assists.
Like I said, the kid's got great vision, does everything.
Steal here by Crawford on the other end to Taylor, slams it home. Taylor tied with Gavin Burleson with the game lead with 22 points now as it's 69-45. Caden Trotter now across the timeline for Summertown, gets that one knocked out of bounds by Taylor and will stay with the Eagles.
Kind of shocked East Nashville hadn't went to their bench, to be honest, start saving some legs. But you do get a day off tomorrow.
Harrison Gobble inbounds, and now Grayson is hurt underneath. He went up for the lob and then off the inbounds and overshot him, and he's now limping around. And now Weston Pigg will come in for Grayson. It looks like he's in a lot of pain, and Wes Long tells him to go take a break as Weston Pigg checks into the game. 3:22 remaining in the game. East Nashville leading 69-45. Cole Campbell inbounds Harrison Gobble now to Jake Smith and tries to throw that to Weston Pigg, and it's off the hands of Wilson over to Cleves, and another Summertown turnover, 14 in the game. Jones now over to Wilson. Wilson now to Jones at the logo. Now over to Crawford. Crawford going to try a deep three, airballs it, and Weston Pigg's just going to let it go out of bounds.
Look at the coach. So look at the score. Why you shoot that shot?
He is giving him the stare down right now, and Crawford is cracking up after that stare down. Smith now across the timeline over to Trotter. Now to Cole Campbell. He'll try a three. Rolls that one in. Cole Campbell with his first points of the game. And leads down to 21-69, 2:48 with 2:45 remaining.
Yeah, I think Coach Long's going to it now. I think he's fixing to get his seniors out, AJ.
Yep. As
probably try to do it one at a time here.
Crawford gets tripped up but regains it. Now to Wilson. Wilson into the paint, and he'll just bring it back out now to Jalen Jones as they try to milk the clock here. And as Jones gets, he trips. He was tripped there by Jake Smith. That's not that's a charge against Jalen Jones. It shouldn't be called a charge. It was a clear trip, not on purpose by Jake Smith.
No, but it should have been a defensive foul.
But it should have been a defensive foul. As now the subs will now come into the game here for Summertown as Will Daniel, Ty Bryant, and Kurt Burleson to check in. Caden Trotter coming out as well as Jake Smith as we get a substitution timeout. We'll just keep it here.
You know, us also on that call, Jones over there pretty shook up. He went down real awkwardly there.
He did go down real awkward. And so I know, Clinton, you've seen these guys since they were real little come up through all the Biddy League, the programs in the middle school, and it's a sure testament that they've come this far. Like you said, they weren't expected to get here. Wes Lawn said in the preseason he didn't know what he had.
Didn't know if he'd win a game.
Didn't know if he'd win a game. Pulling the old Lou Holtz out there. But they came out strong, got it this far, and no matter what happens here at the end of this game, they deserve to get here, and they've proved in every way, shape, or form that they deserve to be here.
Well, regular season district champions, district tournament champions, region champions. What a dramatic sub-state game. What this team's done, and they've gave the Summertown fans and community memories. I mean, who's going to forget? Anybody that was in that gym or was watching our live feed in that sub-state game, who's going to forget that? I mean, it's a memory that this team has gave Summertown community that's going to live long past, their lifetime. So, just tip your hat to these guys. I'm so proud of Coach Long getting here. I know when you get here, you want to go as far as you can, but what can be said, you're probably playing a state champion right now.
As Cleves blocks Cole Campbell's fadeaway shot, Jalen Jones did check out as Summers checks in. As Summers sends this one to Crawford. You still got some starters into the game for East Nashville with under 2 minutes left. Crawford. Nice pass here to Taylor. Taylor goes up and he gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Coach Long getting a little bit of a frustration look kind of at East Nashville coach like, okay, you going to return the favor or we're fixing to start fouling them hard.
Yeah, especially your Mr. Basketball finalist here, which Jones is definitely the best player on that side over there. That guy has got special potential. As the first free throw from Taylor's off the front iron, no good. Jones is a special talent. There's a lot of special talents on that East Nashville side. Next free throw from Taylor's in. He leads all scorers with 23 points. Ty Prine gets the inbounds. They'll bring it across the timeline here quickly. And tries to get it to Kurt Burleson, stolen away by Cleves. Now ahead to Taylor, and that's thrown too far ahead. The 13th turnover against East Nashville. You're right. Wes is kind of staring down at the other end, waiting for them to return the favors. We stop play here for a little bit of some moisture on the court. Hey, it's good to see an official get involved with that one. He got on his hands and knees to wipe that one up. I'm impressed. This crew's done a good job.
I've been impressed with the crew, with all three.
It's been an up-and-down game. We haven't disagreed hardly at all except for that last one against Jones. As Kurt Burleson with it, now over to Ty Bryant. Some more subs will come in the game for Summertown as East Nashville's preparing to bring in a new squad as well. As Cole Campbell gets a shot blocked. He gets a rebound, but he is out of bounds. As now checking into the game for Summertown will be Weston Husky and Kason Bailey, and a whole new crop of East Nashville players now coming into the game. We've got Frank Gordon, Josiah Jones, Adrian Wilkerson, and Papa Nyapal.
Great job. That's better than I was going to pronounce that.
I am just guessing.
All right, so referee is telling number 10, Frank Gordon.
Yeah.
He's got to come off. I don't know if he had a wardrobe malfunction or what.
Yeah.
All right, must be his undershirt. I don't know.
Something's not right. He ain't coming back in. Minute 23 left. East Nashville leading 70-48. Crawford with it. Crawford now over to Jones. Josiah Jones, that is, not Jalen Jones. Now back to Crawford, over to Jones. And gets this one back to Crawford. Minute 5 left here. And Crawford drives, and he kicks out to Wilkerson. Wilkerson going to try a 3. Front iron, no good. And the rebound comes out to Josiah Jones. He tries to lob that one down low for Michael Counts Jr., and he throws it out of bounds.
Hey, good for kids like Cason Bailey, Husky, Burleson, some of these kids that at least if we never make it back, they're going to get to say they get to play on this floor.
Husky, he's going to give it over to Bailey for 3. Front iron, no good. Rebound to Ty Bryant. Ty Bryant, nice pass down low to Husky. Husky tried to get that one on the 6'6" Nyack ball, and Ty Bryant's 3 is no good, but Husky with the rebound. And he's going to get fouled on the play there.
Husky, a crowd favorite, Jones. As you can hear.
Yeah. Josiah Jones is going to pick up the foul. 30 seconds left, and Husky's got a chance to score in the state tournament.
This may sound like if Husky hits a free throw here, our student section is going to go nuts. It's going to sound like we just hit a game winner if he hits this.
He's got 2 chances here. And he rolls home the first.
I hope you folks at home got to hear that coming through.
Crowd goes wild here. Next free throw.
Coach Long just told his bunch, do not foul.
Crawford gets it here.
And I think Crawford is probably going to hold it.
He's going to dribble it across the timeline and sends this one over, and that probably will do it. Summertown backing off, and these two are just going to, him and Wilkerson, and actually Crawford dribbled that one off the back of his foot, and they're going to call an over and back. And that will
good defense by Summertown right there.
Yeah, they forced their 15th turnover. Unforced error. There's Bailey now inbounds into Bryant. Bryant now to Will Daniel. He rolls home the 3. They cut the lead to 70-52, and that will be the final. Final game of the regular season here for Summertown. They fall in the state quarterfinals in Class 2A. East Nashville 72-52. They end the season at 27-7. Caden Trotter, Jake Smith, Harrison Gobble, and Gavin Burleson playing their final games in the blue and white here for Summertown, and going out, even though not technically going out on top, they're going out in the lore of Summertown as one of the best teams in school history.
Absolutely. Congratulations to those 4. You've made your community, your school, your county, everybody so proud of you. I did hear something. I think we're going to actually have AJ. I don't know if you've heard this yet, but we're going to have Gavin's footprints put where he made the shot at half court. So we're going to have a little piece of history on the floor there.
I like that.
But I know I can speak for this before we wrap this up and send it home. I can speak for Coach Jeremy Jean, all the Lady Eagles fans, and all the Lady Eagles players. I know we can speak for Coach Wes Long, all the Summertown boys team. Thank you, Kevin Wright. Thank you, Will Pettis. Thank you, Ben Luna, so much for making us be able to do what we were able to do this year with all these broadcasts.
It's been an absolute pleasure to be a part of it. I'd like to thank all the fans for tuning in throughout the course of the season. It's now spring time, so we got the Lawrence County boys taking on Columbia Academy tonight at 6. You got the Loretto and the Lawrence County girls softball playing at 6:30, weather permitting, of course, but it has been a pleasure to call Lawrence County, Loretto, and Summertown all season long. Can't wait till next season. It is flying by. We've had a blast here on the xSports Network so far. AJ Good alongside Clint Brazier. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in this morning. And we'll see you guys in November of 2022 for basketball. Have a great morning.
This is the xSports Network.